Hi ladies, I'm back again. I want to share some of these layouts I've been working on over the past 4 to 6 weeks with you. This one is Christmas again. Yes, every now and then I'm still doing a Christmas layout, trying to get that one album finished. And I wanted to share this with you. Here's why. This is the Simple Stories collection. I think it was called December 25th. It was new in 2011, just this past year. Now, I love Simple Stories, and I think Simple Stories collections are perfect for Project Life, but even though I love the colors and the pattern and the idea, sometimes I struggle a little bit with how to use them on a layout. Once you get that layout put together, it always looks great. But I really do struggle with the Simple Stories, and more than once I've got onto my YouTube channel and did a search for Simple Stories layouts, Simple Stories Christmas layout, and I can seldom find anything. So the reason I wanted to share this is I hope somebody is out there typing in Christmas Simple Stories collection and they find this and it helps them to put the layout together. I think my problem is I overthink Simple Stories. You can basically throw a bunch of things on a 12 by 12 piece of cardstock, and as long as you stay in their collection, you can't go wrong. Anyway, that's what this is. This is my little grandson decorating the tree in 2010. Love, love, love this picture. My son just caught him. He was oblivious. The only thing I hated is that stupid space heater thing. That's my husband's idea. Sometimes I just don't know his line of thinking, but he thinks it's better on electricity to run this than to just turn the heat up a bit. But, I let him do his thing. Who cares? Anyway, I wish that wasn't there. I tried putting a couple of, I tried putting the circle down there, and it just didn't work. So what are you gonna do? It probably in 10 years I'll look back and say, oh look, there's that crazy heater. Anyway, this is all Simple Stories from head to toe. Now you'll notice the green around the photograph. I actually did that in Picasso. That's Picasso. It is a free picture editing software you can download. It's put out by Google, and it's pretty cool. I didn't think I would need it or use it because I have Adobe Photoshop, but I do like it, and it's easy, and it has some things that Photoshop doesn't. This is self-explanatory. I put this together watching TV. I didn't even have to get up. I had the picture laying here. I had the collection was sitting here on the coffee table, and I wasn't even really planning on doing a layout. I was cleaning up actually, and I had stopped to watch a little TV, and I thought, you know what, that looks kind of good together. And I threw it together in less than maybe a half hour, 40 minutes. That's just neat. Remember traditions. When you have hundreds of pictures to scrap, you can't always distress and fussy cut and make your own embellishments. Sometimes you just want to get the pictures in the album and them to look cute. I mean, I like this. It's a lot better than that other double page layout I did where I used the realistic looking paper from Die Cuts with a View with those ornaments on it. That was horrible. Maybe I'll go back and redo those pictures, but I wasn't feeling good when I did that layout, and Donna Scrap Challenge said she had to laugh at me because I said the ornaments actually look like a cyst once I was watching my own video, and I thought, ooh, that kind of almost looks gross. I don't usually use that realistic looking paper that they put in those paper stacks, but I don't know. I was on antibiotics. Okay, guys, so there's a Christmas layout. Hope you like it. I love the colors. Okay, and this is another page that will go in to my grandson's mom's album. She was so proud when her and my son broke up, and then she dated this guy who is now her husband. They've really done well together. Of course, I wished her and my son would have worked out, but you know what? Things happen, and she's a good mother to my grandson. I've known her since she was 11 years old. Her mother and I used to work together, and we were very good friends. And so I love her. Once again, I do wish her and my son would have worked it out. He was wrong, she was wrong, he was right, she was right. What are you going to do? When you love somebody, they make mistakes and you go ahead. So, the guy she's married to now, I can't complain. He's good to my grandson, and I have a lot of friends, and their grandkids, you know, their parents divorce, and the problems and the troubles, and thank heavens, knock on wood, knock, 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 we don't have huge problems. We don't always see eye to eye, but I'm grandma. I think that if Nate wants to eat sprinkles for lunch every now and then, let him eat the sprinkles, but that's me. Anyway, she was very proud when they bought their house within weeks of getting married, and she was very proud of her purple kitchen. And so I just had to do a layout in honor of her purple kitchen. I used the Crate Paper Restoration collection, I believe, on this. Yes, that's what it is. And I'm going to tell you something. She better love this layout, because I really hated using these crate die cuts and stuff. Oh God, I love that collection. It was just perfect for this idea. So let's get started. Over here, you see I have a little bit of layering. I cut the doilies out from one of the papers. Let me see if I can. Hang on, guys. There you go. My flip is acting up, so it's not wanting to zoom in and out for me. You see the bricks behind there? That is my Crafter's Companion brick template that I picked up at Simon Says Stamp. It's the 4x4 or 6x6. Yeah, 6x6. And you can pick this up for like $5. That's also cut from the Crate Paper Restoration collection. See that little fork, knife, and spoon? That's a stamp from Michael's, one of those dollar stamps. I just stuck a frame around it. I designed that canopy using my gypsy and my Cricut Expression. Now that paper is from, oh gosh, that paper is from a die cuts with a few stack, guys. Sorry, I don't remember which one. I cut out little hearts using one of those dollar punches from Michael's. And the little teapot is pouring hearts into the cup. That is a Hero Arts stamp over there in the corner. And I just used Memento black, tuxedo black. I used Rusty Hinge Rangers ink for the bricks. I do not know. Yeah, I think this little fence border here is from Restoration as well. These die cuts, see the little dark purple mats are, I used my Cricut cartridge sentimentals to cut those out. And here I made a little pocket for her where she could write some notes. And I cut those tags out using my expression once again. And I think I used sentimentals to cut my tags out too, guys. That little border is from Martha Stewart doily lace border punch. Self-explanatory, right? If you have any questions, just ask me. I really like this layout. I hope she does. And I love, love, love that brick template. Yeah, pretty proud of this one. Well, guys, I loved that awning that I did for my grandson's mom so much, and I was so jealous that I had to make myself one. And that's what led me to do this layout, which is titled Nene McBooger Faces Bake Shop. And yes, you've already guessed it, more Christmas pictures. Every year my grandson and I make cookies together. And this is a layout of this past Christmas, 2011, us doing our Christmas cookies. And I kind of made it look like a little bake shop. Now the products that I used: the awning, the plaid paper, is from Die Cuts with a View, Mrs. Claus's Kitchen. The background of McBooger Faces Bake Shop is also from Mrs. Claus's Kitchen. You'll see the trim around that is wood. And that is it's called Ski Lodge or Snow Lodge. And it is from the Crate Paper Peppermint Collection. In fact, everything on here is either Die Cuts with a View, Mrs. Claus's Kitchen, or Crate Paper Peppermint Collection. Now, I used my Cricut cartridge to cut that out, that sign, but I had to take a rectangle and put a circle into it, weld it together to give it that deli shop kind of appearance. The red letters are just some old Sandy Lion stickers that I've had for about 5 or 6 years. Santa is cut out from Simple Stories, I believe. Nene, the word Nene is from the Peppermint Collection. Now, that little gingerbread is from Doodlebug Designs, their little sticker collection from this year. And you'll see the little stockings. Those are from Crate Paper. All the little stickers, Santa's Coming, December, Milk and Cookies, Candy, Angel, all of those are from the Crate Paper Collection. You getting hungry, buddy?
No, I need to go potty.
Okay. I'm watching my grandson today. The little tickets, the hot cocoa sign, crepe paper. You'll see I made little pennants over here from Mrs. Claus's kitchen. And I put some red stickles around it like magic. I made the little awning just like I did the last awning using my Cricut and Gypsy. Here's the pictures. There's my journaling. I used my red Signo Uniball gel marker. Sorry, guys. This little stamp over here that says Happy Holidays. I got that for like 20 cents after Christmas. It was one of those GP Studios or GPC, whatever it's called, at Joann's. They're usually $1, but since I bought it in February, it was 20 cents. There's my buddy. That's my boy. Yes, indeedy, we got yet another. I think I put this up backwards. No, I didn't. Yet another Christmas layout. Wait, this is another one of my 2011 layouts for Christmas. And the background here, I'm going to sit you down, guys. This is the paper behind here is Anna Griffin. It is her 2011 collection called Twinkle. And I picked this up from hsn.com, but I actually got it when HSN was having their scrapganza or whatever back in like September or October. Let's see if I can straighten you up here. Every darn thing I do is a little crooked. Okay, there you go. Anyway, this is Anna Griffin Twinkle, as is this paper. I used black cardstock at 11 by 8.5 to go along the back, because this is so busy you need something to ground your paper. These little stickers are all from Doodlebug Incorporated, and I loved the Doodlebug. I think it's Santa's Workshop. Yeah, that's what it is. I love that collection. Wasn't crazy about the paper, but the stickers and the doodle pops were great. The alphabet, the sticky alphabets, also Doodlebug Incorporated. I am loving this jadeite green, and you can see the Doodlebug matches perfectly with it. And the title of this is Aunt April Does the Best Presents Ever. Now, this year, one of her presents was an air hockey machine. And that's what the pictures here is. Nate's dad, putting the air hockey machine together, and then the boys opening it and playing with it. And I do have it backwards. This side, this is supposed to be over here, and that over there. That's okay, you can play with that, buddy. My grandson has my ruler. So you can see the pictures. That's Dad putting it together, and the boys watching. And it's backwards, because here's the boys opening. Let me see if we can zoom in. Yeah, there's the boys opening the present. Opening, wait for it. Good thing we already showed that, because it fell. Anyway, it just gives you a good idea of how to fit a lot of pictures and how to tell a story on your layout. Okay, my grandson's going to fix it for me.
I try.
Now, push it up again. Scoot it over a little.
There?
Come on. Mama will do it. Okay, there we go. Since I had to stick the picture of the layout back up there, I put them up the right way anyway. So, that was a fun layout to do. It was quick. It was easy. These are like 2.5 by 3-inch pictures from Walgreens. I actually did these using my Phototility software that allows me to put like 2 pictures on one 4x6 format. If you haven't seen my other videos and you want to know more about that program, it is free. Just PM me. And here's the pictures and layout. Okay guys, let's see if we got enough time to do one more. I have to tell you, this was one of my most fun layouts to do using my gypsy and my Cricut. This was just fun to put together. And from the minute I saw that apron in that cartridge, and I'm trying to stall because I can't remember what cartridge it was. Guys, I cannot remember what cartridge this is to save my life. But the minute I saw that, I knew what I wanted to do with it. Anyway, this is more pictures from this past Christmas of my grandson doing cookies in the kitchen. And the apron, I know whatever cartridge I cut that on, I cut it at like 12 inches. And then I put the little white eyelet lace around the bottom. You do cut the apron out, this part, separate. And then I use that little dollar punch, heart punch, from Michael's along the bottom. These letters are from Webster's Alphas, the Storyteller collection. I inked around the edges with something or another, Worn Lipstick by Tim Holtz Ranger ink. Once again, you'll see I'm using that Crafter's Companion brick template. You can pick it up at simonsaysstamp.com. The paper I used here, this is just good old Basil cardstock, but this is from Mrs. Claus's Kitchen, Die Cuts with a View. I fussy cut these little items out from the paper stack. I used some wood grain paper to cut this out to give it the appearance of like a shelf. And I use this little, I'll zoom in here in a minute guys, but I use those little brads that look like screws. Some of the utensils are on pop dots. You'll see I scattered my little hearts from here over to there, white eyelet, and let's go over here. Once again, more fussy cut items from a piece of the paper, 4x6 pictures. This was cut from the paper. Just took some of the paper I used for the apron, put some hearts out to carry that red over. And it was actually a very easy layout to do. This is white. What did I end up? That is Color Box white chalk ink. But it's not white, but it's not alabaster. I think it's called like Pure White, Snow White. It is not the glitter white, and it is not alabaster. It is the other white ink by Color Box chalk inks, okay? And the back is craft cardstock from Recollections. I like the Recollections cardstock. I do not like Joanne brand craft paper. Ugh, cannot stand it. Bad, 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 bad. I don't know why, but it's just real cheap and flimsy. I have never used Basil craft cardstock, but I do have an order for it in 2Ps, and I'll let you know how I like that when I get it. But normally for my craft cardstock, I just use the Recollections brand. And I'll zoom in here. I did ink around the edges of the cardstock. I glued that eyelet lace on using Beacons 3-in-1 craft glue. And look, I make my grandson wear a hat while we do cookies, but I wear one too. And that's my kitchen. And I circled December 19th on that little cutout from Mrs. Claus's kitchen, because that's the day that we did our cookies. Okay, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll look it up for you. I can find out. It's not a problem. I hope this gets you in the mood here in the middle of, or at the end of March, to do some great Christmas layouts. Bye guys, talk to you soon. Thanks so much for watching.